Hi everyone, I'm Pam with Pre-Employment Transition Services through the University of Missouri. This virtual lesson is the second one in a series of job exploration lessons that will be using the Vocational Center Instructional Board. Using hands-on materials such as this board will assist virtual students in being more engaged with the lesson. So there are several different jobs in a school. Being a teacher is just one possibility. Other jobs could include a teacher's aide, working in the custodial department as a custodian, a cook, and even a crosswalk attendant. Let's get started working on our board. We have a picture of a teacher. Let's match some items that will go with the teacher. Again, my students have the board in their classroom and they have the picture cards in front of them. First, I have this picture. It's a pencil. Can you find your picture in your set of cards? A teacher will definitely use a pencil in her classroom. Let's hang it on the board. Now I have another picture. This is a computer. Can you find the computer picture in your set of cards? A teacher will frequently use a computer in her classroom. Let's hang it on the board. Now I have a pair of scissors. Can you find this card in your set? Once you find it, let's hang it on the board with the teacher. A teacher will definitely use a pair of scissors. The last picture is a notebook. A teacher will have notebooks in her classroom. She might use them, or she might have her students use them. Find your picture of the notebook. Once you do, let's hang it on the board. Let's try a couple of other activities using our board and learning a little more about what a teacher uses in her classroom. Here is the actual item that a teacher will use. Can you locate your card that matches this? If you found this card, you're correct. A teacher will use scissors in her classroom. So let's hang this on the board. Here's another thing that a teacher will use, or even have her students use. Can you find your card that matches this? If you found this card, then you're correct again. This is a pencil. A teacher will use a pencil in her classroom. The last item we have to match is this. Can you find your card? And it may be a different color. If you found this card to match, you're correct. These are notebooks. A teacher might use a notebook, or she might have her student use a notebook. So let's hang this on the board. You're all finished with that one. Let's try a second activity. Do you remember the job that you learned about in the first video using the board? It was about a chef or a cook. Now that you've been practicing a lot, let's mix the cards up. Here's a picture. It's a pan. Is this something a chef would use or the teacher? If you hung it on the chef, you're right. Now I have a notebook. Where would the notebook go? Does it go with the teacher or with the chef? If you hung it under the teacher, then you're right again. How about the pencil? Who would use the pencil in their job? The teacher or the chef? If you chose the teacher, you're right. Here's a picture of our knife. Would a chef or cook use the knife or the teacher? If you chose the chef, you're right. How about the scissors? Would the chef use the scissors or the teacher? You're right, it will go with the teacher. Now I have the stove. Who would use the stove at their job? The cook or the chef or the teacher? If you chose the chef, you are correct. I have a computer. Who would use this? The teacher or the chef? If you placed it on your board with the teacher, then you're absolutely right. And we have one more. Who would make a plate of spaghetti or would make food? The chef or the teacher? If you hung this with the chef, then you are correct again. Nice job. You can begin practicing jobs in a school by completing classroom chores. Coming up next is a video giving you an idea of some chores in your classroom that you might be interested in. One job that would really help out in the classroom is pick up the pencils after they've been used. I bet your teacher has a tray or a container, and if it's your job for that week, you just need to make sure that you're picking up the pencils and putting them away. Another idea for the classroom job is to be in charge of the lights. At the end of the day, you get to turn the lights off before you go to the bus. Most classrooms have a whiteboard that the teacher uses to write on. That whiteboard needs to be cleaned. Is that a job that you would like to do, cleaning the whiteboard? In this video, you can see a teacher working hard cleaning the desk at school. I bet this is a job that you could do. So this is an important job, being a school or classroom greeter. This is a job that can really help you develop social skills for a future job in customer service. Have you ever gone into Walmart and had the greeters say hello to you there? So why work on classroom chores? Because when you complete classroom chores on a regular basis, you will build life skills. There are numerous opportunities for practice in your normal daily routine. And task cards for a visual schedule will be provided to your teacher or service provider. An additional resource is a video that the students could watch called People at School, and the link is provided. It just shows a few other jobs that are in a school. Also, the idea to make the foam board, the link is provided for Pinterest. The foam board and the teaching tree large room decor are found at your local Dollar Tree store. The cards were made from clip art, and the command hooks are found at any Walmart or hardware store.